earlier today, the Lord told me, and He confirmed to me, He said, I want you to go to the container tonight, and I want you to sit in there with me. And it was the scripture of the day today. I think even I did a video on it, and our God is an all-consuming fire. And so He told me, I want you to start a fire tonight. I want you to go sit in the container with me tonight. Now, Clay's here. Is that true, Clay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's the fire. I think you can see that. So my son came home today, and my son and I never really sit down and just chat. I mean, like about stuff, it's a teenage thing. But anyway, so he sat over there, and I sat over here, and we sat at the fire, and we talked about life. We just talked about what this place looked like when we got it, and just what a mess it was. And my son, he almost cried when he came over here the first time. He's like, Dad, why do we have to live here? And I said, don't worry, son, I'll fix it. I'll make this house, son, I'll work really hard, and I'll make it into something. Well, this is all by the grace of God, everything that's been done here. So now the container's done. I'm doing what He said. He said, I want you to build a fire tonight, and I want you to come sit out here. So I'm sitting out here with my son who just got in town, and this is just so odd. So he and I are sitting out together talking about when we first came by and how he almost cried because it looked like the Blair Witch Project. And so we're just looking around, and I said, and these are the words I said, absolutely the words I said. I said, it's nice to sit down and see the fruits of your labor. And I said, Trin, these are the fruits of all that hard work, and I've been working so hard, and now I have this, just to say, here you go. Aren't you comfy here? And I said, we don't have long. I know that it's coming to an end. And I told him I knew it was coming to an end. So we came out here, and I sat over here in the black chair, and we chatted for a little while, and then he left, and then I turned on my computer, and oh my Lord, oh my goodness, look what just came on. I got a email from Zen Garcia, and it's this girl had a dream. It says, dream about Jonathan Kleck.
I had it 2 days ago. I've been feeling very led to put this dream up. Immediately after the dream, I knew that it was a very important dream.
And we're going to play this whole thing, but this girl's talking about that she was at my house in her dream, and all these fruits were blooming. And I was out here just a few minutes ago telling my son, these are the fruits of the labor that I put in for the Lord. And this is the fruit of the labor. And now I get to sit out here with you by this fire and enjoy it for a few minutes. And he was like, yeah, this is awesome, Dad. Thank you. And I said, yeah, I said, I know we don't have very much time left. His kingdom's coming like quick. So let's enjoy ourselves out here by the fire a little bit and enjoy the fruits of our labor. We're going to play this whole video by this young lady. Oh my God. She's talking about she was here at my house, and I just turned this on right when my son walked out. And I was like, ah! And the Lord told me, I want you to go out there and sit in the container tonight and make a fire. So now she's talking about all the fruits are blooming in my house. Anyway, so confirmation, the harvest has come, folks. The harvest is here. So it's time. Time's coming. So be ready anytime. Doesn't mean it couldn't go on a little while, but the harvest has surely come. So be ready. Amen.
Hi guys, I just want to come on here and do a dream that I had a couple days ago. I had it 2 days ago. I've been feeling very led to put this dream up. Immediately after the dream, I knew that it was a very important dream. So in this dream, I'm with Jonathan Kleck, and I'm in his house. And in his house, we're looking at his trees that he grew in his house. All his plants in there were fruit and vegetables, and all the trees were bright and green. Not one tree that I saw was dead. Not one tree that I saw that had no water to it, that was dry looking. None of them. They were all luscious, green, beautiful plant trees, like perfect for harvest, ready to be picked. And then one of the plants that we really were talking about in the dream, the number one that was mostly talked about in the dream, was a pepper tree, not a bell pepper, but like a hot pepper. It was the number one that I was really paying attention to in the dream that he and I were talking about. And the pepper, when I woke up, I was like, I was praying, asking God, what does this mean? I went on looking everywhere to see what this pepper represented. God would not let me stop thinking about what I was feeling in my spirit. What I was in my spirit, what I got from it was that he's on fire for God. No trees were broken looking, no trees were damaged, no trees were dry, nothing. Like I said in the very beginning of this video, they were all green, perfect trees ready for plucking. The fruit and the vegetables were ready to be taken off these plants. That's how beautiful it was. The plants were beautiful. But for me personally, this is what I get. Father is very proud of Jonathan. And when I went to bed, I had this dream with Jonathan, and what I saw was trees in his home signifying where Christ is. In his trees were fully bloomed with lots of luscious green leaves on them. Beautiful fruits and vegetables on these trees. And the pepper tree signifies to me on what I get, what God has let me receive, is that it represents he is on fire for God. Jonathan is on fire for God. If anybody has anything to say, that if they don't feel something right with him, this is what as a messenger, this is what I feel, a message from the Lord on this particular reason. And for anybody else who you're watching and you might not feel right, Father wants you to go to him with whatever you feel is not right. Pray, take it up to him, test the spirits, fast if you have to, however long you have to, focus on that one thing, pray, diligently seek out, do not be spiritually lazy, because this is something you do not want to be wrong in. You want to be right. You want to know for a fact that what you're praying for, you got a confirmation from the Father. You do not want to be wrong. You do not want to accuse somebody when they're actually doing something that's really beautiful and planting a lot of seeds for the Lord. Okay? You want to make sure that you get things right.